Yes, here it is. Round number 1, the pistol of Inferno and the T side of paiN Gaming looking to barrage into this A-bomb site. Molodoy on the angle has got Yuri there in the boiler. Yuri's either going to be looking great here or it's going to be a bit of a difficulty because he's got the dualies and he gets shut down straight away. Does a decent job getting one at least, but Caserato's been thrown atop the balcony.
Got popped before he even rounded the corner. Through the wall with a Glock on a pistol round is crazy work. Yakinda and Fallen remain. So many angles. Even without that graveyard space, there'll be plenty for the T's to do. Last one spotted, and Furia will collect Yakinda as well. That's the start they wanted. Vocal already are paiN.
Great chip damage. This makes the pistols much more dangerous. And it just takes a lucky couple initial connections, and this could all fall flat on its face. paiN looking to make their way through the smoke hit, looking quite scary. The exchange of bullets through the unseen positions behind the smoke is not looking too bad here for Furia. paiN, 20 seconds, they're going to go back to A. This could be disastrous. Molodoy, he's got to hopefully slow their scaling. He fires a quick pre-fired shot, and it's going to be back onto the site. But how much more damage is possible with the reposition and the bait for Yuri? He's on the site. It's a common position, but the desperation sets in. They can't check everything. They just don't have enough time.
Wow.
So that should make paiN think, okay, this is kind of easy. But in reality, we get a retake play that this is the counter from the CTs. This is the plan. Gonna bait the T's in. Won't be on the half wall just yet. So no casualties on the paiN side just yet here, James. But it does feel like big control from Furia, and that's a nice HE frag found on Banana.
Yeah, it seems that the surprises on Banana may be limited for paiN. Let's look at every HE is doing colossal damage on Banana. Every single one. They are just getting lit up like Christmas trees before they've even seen anyone. 500 HP Furia, and look at paiN. This is Bananas. 20 seconds remain. I don't know if they've seen a single person yet. We're at the 20-second mark. There's not a surprise for Caserato's, but again, Yakinda, life is so much easier for him with all that HE utility damage that has come through for Furia. This is 2 rounds now. I mean, it's devastating. I think they like to change the pace when they are in control, but they haven't been. And maybe we've got 1 round of this game so far. Molodoy drops the bomb carrier. That's info. That will help Fallen consider a rotation. This time, though, paiN have their options open. They've taken top mid. They still have Snow towards B.
CT's now forced to kind of play 2 to a site. They've got a floater in spawn. But the timings for paiN, they're just too slow, and they are going to be once again against the clock as they run into the site. They won't be able to check everything here. They can't even really make progress. 6 seconds to plant this bomb, and it's just not looking possible. Yakinda out from the back, and he's going to take down the 2 forward players. And then there's nothing left. paiN, their tempo, James. They got to find some tempo. They need to raise the BPM. I'll change the pace here. Looking to just hit Banana, just keep it straightforward. There's only 2 players, so this is a good chance. An insta-kill onto Yakinda. Falling gets think 2, so he's really at risk, and he's going to get traded out. So this is a round that will finally look a lot better. And Molodoy not getting that pick makes this look a lot more difficult on the retake. But Caserato has a full suite of utility.
Yeah, this HE and Molly could be somewhat amusing, actually, especially if it goes towards dark. You kind of want to see it. Just the way they're lined up. One in the pool as well. There's NQZ gone. They're going to keep them spending, or try to at the very least. Molodoy will catch some of them departing. All right, well, it's an unlikely round, but again, it's such a weird scenario. But again, they're just holding on to so many HE grenades, not dumping them at the beginning. And it continues. Like Snow is a giant magnet and they're just throwing metal bombs at him round after round. Oh my god. Shut it down. They're still nading him, even though he's dead.
Ouch. It's just getting obliterated. Hey, well, there's not a lot to say about this round. This is the problem, James, I think, right? Is we don't really have paiN being successful in any sense on their defaults. The only round to speak of, they got 2, but if we think about the recent one where they won it, it wasn't even a full buy round. It was a round with a hodgepodge buy. They had an AWP in the back end. Good spot, Furia in the sights once again. paiN unable to break their way forward. This is just a nice warm-up for Furia so far. And I got to say, though, James, if we think about Furia versus paiN versus against Furia versus Heroic yesterday, there's one of the main reasons why I think you're going to see a more awake Furia or a more deadly one, because we know their ceiling is insane, right? Thank you. See, actually, is he trying to make this doable? 1v2 with the Tech 9. I mean, I've seen crazier things happen, and another frag here onto Yukindar. Now suddenly puts NQZ in an interesting position. He's got the bomb, and he's going to be able to plant that one. So Fallen with 31 HP. Up against the Tech 9. Is there an upgrade? No upgrade. That's easily collectible. And NQZ is going to do the immediate wrap into the apartments. Now, will Fallen, with all of his experience, read what's going on? Looks like NQZ maybe thought better of it. Fallen is looking for him. He was checking for that apartments play. Now he's spotted NQZ. And it's just an awkward one. And another very crazy round that is the result of pistols rushing a site.
Even if things go wrong here.
Good coverage coming in here from the Furia side, controlling the flow of players. And Molodoi is in a really solid position now. And it's going to be very hard for paiN to find their way to break this. Now, in terms of util, they have one smoke on NQZ, but it feels like Molodoi is in such a strong position. It takes a whiff for them to gain some ground there, but still, it feels very hard for them to progress onto the site. Now, B might be thinking that looks better. But just looking for that library player, it's just great timing here from Fallen. He really has found the perfect timing. And that's 8-3 on the board now for Furia.
You can see the griefing grenades we left in spawn. This has been... someone used to make a YouTube video about this half. Like, it's just been nutty. All the utility. Molodoi taking liberties as well. Everybody running warm to hot for Furia. paiN living a nightmare on the first half of Inferno.
Okay, so we've got the top banana control here for Furia. Looks like they want to contest this. Looking to keep that damage raining in. They've been quite proficient this half with that. And there's still some more nade damage to be done, but Fallen's just killing them. He's just straight owning them in a jumping M4. Fallen, please.
Knife! Oh my god, what a ridiculous half. And that is a fantastic way to end it. I don't know what else there is to be said. Just watch the action. It's crazy. You need to change gears. What can you do on the fly? Odds. Snow's not having a good day, is he? Fury don't like snow. Prefer a warmer climate, apparently. Now it's Furia's turn to set the pace, but the air feels thicker with Furia on that T side. Oh, just a one tap. 2 pistols, still fire just a one shot. Lovely stuff from Furia. 4 on 4, all to play for. 50 seconds on the clock. Furia showing some presence. NQZ trying to play off of that, but it's fallen to make it 4-on-3.
Chance here for VSM and Big Zero, perhaps. Gonna take something pretty marvelous. That's a nice start from Big Zero. Pops one head, but there's more to find. VSM still working his way through Boiler here, and Big Zero is just kind of alone. VSM, oh sorry, Library, do have Furia very, very weak from Boiler. Now finally applying the pressure onto the pit player. Furia able to hold down Fallen. And there's going to be enough time here just about for the defuse. It's very, very close. It's very, very close.
With that bomb plant, there will be a force buy for Furia. Offering grenades again. Snow playing far away. He's like, no, I'm not having no parts of this. Big Zero, you can go top banana. Good start. Like the follow-up HE as well. As Queserato looks for opportunity. Smoke towards long. And there is no vision top mid currently for paiN. They'll keep 3 players over towards A. Now Furia will try to bundle into this B bomb site. Snow possibly in trouble. Back on the oranges, but down he goes. Fallen's barbecued. Bomb plant on the way. There's that big... Oh, that HE does not land far enough.
Takes down one, and this is looking like it's getting a little bit more difficult for paiN as they're trying to edge their way forwards, and Queserato dancing forced into the edge of the smoke, and it's actually a perfect reposition, but no! Big Zero able to take down Queserato, and now suddenly there's pressure on the plants. Quick tap here and there from Yuri, but this stick is coming in. It's going to be so close. He's having to hold it, and he's going to hold it to success. paiN just by the skin of their teeth.
Maybe he's looking towards the bomb itself as Paul was barbecued. Anyway. Only one play surviving for the CTs. Furia smell opportunity and will go for another force. More rifles on this occasion. Fallen will find the info for Yuri to trade. So an early 4-on-4. Minute 20 for Furia. They're all here onto the A bomb sites as well. So maybe a faster one for them. They're not shy to go for it if they're in position. And because he looked away from a flash and still managed to find the frag. But the trade, of course, will be here for Furia.
Yeah, it's looking really nice now in terms of this setup for Furia on the side. How is Big Zero still going to get back in here? Re-smoke, a fresh one. It's nice and fresh. Yeah, forced to save. It makes a lot of sense. Unfortunate, given that Furia's collective HP is quite low, but yeah, Big Zero, he wants an extra kill if possible, but...
Scout on Inferno, though, for me, is especially difficult to be effective with. I just love the pacing of these nades as well.
It is satisfying. I'm satisfied by the grenade destruction we are seeing. Fallen is going to be peering over the top of the boxes. He's going to get his head blown off. What happens when you are exposed in such a way? And paiN have a really nice, a good setup here to defend this B side, but of course Snow's in a very important position as he will be isolated from his teammates by the HE's. The boost will be helpful, but you'd have to expect the T side Furia will be looking for this. Coming on through, Furia. Oh my god, he gets one just barely, but the reaction time is so quick.
Oh!
1v3, 1v2.
See ya later. Fair amount of space for Yuri and a very good chance at a 1v1 versus the SMGs also. If they know where he is, then they can go for the big swings. But without it, he's going past the angle. He's looking towards CT already. So NQZ will have the better end of that one. Yeah, you don't want Molotov throwing nades.
No. Apparently you don't want Yekindar or Keserato throwing nades either. These guys were racking up the damage in the first half like crazy on that B site. Because they're a survive. They survive. Everyone's blind, but Yekindar's slightly less blind.
You got to go for it. Straight through. Oh, he saw where he was as well, but the numbers are here, and maybe they could do something about it. Snow could be in trouble. Flash won't come fast enough. Yuri spotting one on the rotation now, and that's going to slow Furia down. I mean, we've got only NQZ towards this B bomb site. Furia's got to waste time looking. Oh, and Yuri makes no assumptions. He's heard him now. He's got the sound cues. So he knows that there's almost definitely nobody banana. Be 3 over towards B for paiN before Furia. Only Furia has a kit, and he was the one who's going to be late on the rotation. So again, they've just been invited close enough to lose everything they're carrying, and not much more, by Furia. Perfect ingredients for another devastating round. Can be a bit mind-numbing, but the pace and construction of the Furia rounds, I think, is just like so difficult to deal with when they're playing well. That smoke is surely going to be perfect for VSM. Then QZ, who's doing the heavy lifting now, and he's been dropped. 16 seconds for Big Azera. He needs to stay alive. Maybe Snow can come through library and do something for him. Barbecued by Yekindar. And Snow will do what he can, but there is just about time to get that bomb planted. Clinical from Furia. Using the time afforded to them. They had so much time there to make decisions, and they will secure that final round. A utterly devastating game of Inferno from the beginning to the end by Furia. paiN will be left at a loss for words after that one. I think I still have a Scorpion or whatever it was called. But anyway, Furia waiting. Oh, there's so many coming at once. Snow, the top victim of Inferno, looks to have a very different day here on Banana. There's no, on Banana, on Dust 2, Brain. There's no utility for this retake. It's just going to have to be Snow going in to create some space, but that space will, in fact, be a vacuum. They'll all be squashed together. VSM and Big Azera remain. Tough bomb site to be retaking. And I don't know if it's going to work out for them, Dan.
No, it's unlikely to work out for them. I mean, look at that. What are you going to do? Tell me, what are you going to do? You've been absolutely mugged.
All right, so Dan,
and,
we have
once again. And paiN, they're moving around quite a lot at the moment. Not sure what to expect. They might go for info here. And this will be always posted. So he would punish an info peek. That is exactly what he's here to do. Oh, NQZ gets him, though. And now what does Furia do? I mean, it feels like they're fairly, bunched up at this point. So either it's going to be a B hit, or the only other option is to get cat control or go through mid. They're going to double down onto B here.
Inquisitive push from Furia. They'll have players trying to clear out the bomb sites. There's like 2 waves in that push. 2 come in, see what's going on, then the remainder come through, but also means that many angles are compromised. They're not too bunched up, but there's still work for them to do. 2 Galils versus the remainder of paiN. But it seems that VSM's going to chill in the ramp of Long, and the other 2 will do what they can. I mean, he's not moving. I wonder if he's got a connection issue. Either way, let's see what the remainder will do. Keserato will deal with them, and it's like being in school, stand in the corner and face the wall. I remember those days. We need the "this is my idea of hell" gif or JPEG or whatever it is. So paiN can wear it on a t-shirt, because that's how bad the series is at the moment for them.
Ooh. Furia has found out it's all a lie. Oh, what a spot. Do you ever expect a CT to be here at 110? And I just don't think you do. How far is Furia going to go?
Oh, dear.
Awkward. Important defense for Snow. He gets, I think, the minimum there to make this round still somewhat doable. There's, oh no. Molodoi coming in again, and he wants it. He will die for his hubris, but VSM is on 7 HP. He has an AK, so he just needs the one tap. And now he knows where his opponent is, the big box position. There's the angle, but it's not going to connect. The AK's not going to do what he needs it to do. And another round that has some promise is going to fall for paiN.
For paiN. Still roundless. Snow's had quite enough. Second AWP, and he will drop Molodoi. He's looking for more. We've seen good things from Snow in the past with the AWP as well. He's finally at breaking points. After all the violence, all the nades, all the oppression, he can't take it anymore.
No. Shutting down Yakinda there. Nice headshot. So the rounds, I mean, it's another round, well, a round on the board for paiN at least.
Counter-terrorists win.
Snow's just... Again, he's a man on fire now. Yeah, it makes a hell of a difference. Like, it really does. Cannot be understated. Chain flashes will make Furia's life harder for him. Oh, nowhere to go for Snow. I feel bad for him, I do. I want to send him a card. I don't know what the card would say. At least he'd be thought of.
These are just the worst rounds. 3v4 retake. Do you have the patience here to just give it up again? You don't really want to lose anything here. You know, you can't win the round. Oh my goodness. Good coverage from NQZ. He is allowing them to leave safely. He is the guardian angel for VSM and Big Azera. At least they keep
That's
3 guns, or
something.
should.
Yeah, that's something.
It's a double up too that they keep.
This is tough. What could we say about this? Man. Often derbies, you know, there's a back and forth and stuff's exciting, but here, it is just, we've got your number and then some.
Nice smoke, keeping the pressure on mid. Snow is in a deep position. Again, NQZ with that deep coverage. All the way there from the CT spawn. He is connecting shots. paiN coming to life now. Yuri will get some damage in here, but his position's now known, and ultimately the bomb is very lost. Is beyond lost. It's unrecoverable.
Yeah, they've got good money as well, so it turns into a redundant situation for Yuri. Look at Fallen's stats in this half. It's quite interesting. You know, he's got a role to play, and that's often to be the bullet sponge the space creator to pull the crosshair away. You could argue that here it's being done to great effect. Of course, there are multiple things going on. Molodoi is lighting people up for fun through the middle doors.
Okay, maybe there's a chance still yet for paiN. Ooh. Molodoi. Oh, Snow, he's going to try to get the revenge. He doesn't want to be denied here. He wants to stay out in this position. I respect it. Being spotted for, though. They know that he's there. This is a very difficult repeat. Everyone's posted. You must know they're all posted for you. Maybe frustration. That seems like an extremely risky maneuver there from Snow in the final round of this first half. And his team need a hero right now.
Snow is melting. Spring is here. All I've got for that. BSM and Big Zero remain 2 versus 5. Last round of the half. BSM over towards A. Big Zero being waited for by Molodoi. Off you go, mate. Canada Goose.
Molodoi is just like, I don't really care if I die, but I just want, if you jump, I get another shot off. 10-2 at the end of the first half. Furia dominating their opponents.
Well, just when you thought it was rough on Inferno, it's even more difficult. My word, 24 for paiN and 1 for Furia. They ain't taking no money on Furia now. My God. And with good reason, because this has been one of the most one-sided series I can remember in years. This is an important pistol round for paiN. And it might just go their way.
Yeah, so the odds right now for paiN winning are 24-1. His face has like a low threshold to smile. Like for me, I have resting suicide face, right? So for me, you know, I have a high threshold to smile. But for him, like I feel like anything, like minimal movements can maybe be interpreted as a smile. You came out destitute, perhaps. I don't know.
No, I did it from a place of innocence, and now the values are all crazy. Guess what's even more crazy? Molodoi, again with the AWP, just causing problems. Top fragger for the squad. 14-8 now, dropping VSM on shorts, which will have to be cleared by paiN if they want to construct any sort of round.
So we got some cat control for paiN to work from, to try to pivot from. We got that first step, which is then to throw the smoke for the mid, try to bring a player down. But Yekindar, he's staying very much up. He's curious. He's going for a stroll. Yekindar showing the shadow. Now there's no more shadow. And that's going to make things very difficult here. I mean, Furia are so well prepared for pretty much anything and everything at this stage in the round. And for paiN, I mean, there's almost an argument to save, especially because they have an AWP on NQZ. And like, what can you do at this point? You know, getting into the B site is going to be not impossible. There's 3 players here as well.
It's somewhat of a suicide mission. They do have money, though, and what they can't afford is to lose more rounds. So they really are between a rock and a hard place. In case the Raspid find himself a nice little gap to make things even more uncomfortable. NQZ with 20 seconds. 1 versus 4. There's just no great decision here for him. And now Molodoi is on the hunt. Greedy Molodoi wants to be dual wielding, it seems. Heading towards T-spawn. This net will be closed. And again, this is just sheer brutality coming out of Furia. So we see the bait and the trade. It's like they just know everything.
Molodoi's gone into lower again. He loves these pushes. You have to respect that he does this all the time. 1v1. Lost.
Oh! He's so aggro. It's fun to watch, even in Furia. You know, we've spoken over many games about VSM and the clutches and so on, but I mean...
But, you know, you can easily trade that in most cases, unless it's Donk, and then you literally all will die. But they get to scale long now. They got 3 smokes, so they can definitely smoke the cross, smoke position on the side if they need to. 40 seconds, so decent amounts of time to work with. Ikinda looking to be quite problematic, though. It's quick spray beyond the smoke. In case Serato right up above here. Good position for the spray down. Nice from Biggest Error, though. He will deny that play. And ground is gained. 20 seconds for the plant.
This has to be by elimination, surely. Even with the time on the clock. Yuri with 9 HP will fall away. $450 for him. So there's a chance for paiN to keep clawing things back. I mean, you know, we've got to be honest, like it feels like a dead game as far as paiN are concerned. However, with the money so wrecked for Furia, I mean, the problem is we've seen like with the 5-7s and so on the CT side, it still feels like in the vacuum of this game that Furia are in control. Feels like they are the one pulling the strings. That may be more difficult on Dust 2. But there is opportunity for paiN. And if they were to somehow, you can either choose, oh, okay, this is going to be a boring one and just not put out something interesting, or you can say, all right, how do I see it as a challenge? Big learning curve. How do I make this an entertaining one to watch? Maybe paiN will do that for us as they continue to mount the comeback. Big Azira swinging from blue, spots one on the ramp, but the trades will be there for paiN. That's really important. 3 CTs with a minute 30 on the clock. One of them is Molodoi, though, and that might be enough for Furia.
They're either going B or they're going long. That's the only possibilities here. And Serato could get this info, looking for the potential cross. He's going to hit the steps, and he goes to find the frag, but he himself is fragged. That's a great pickup from Snow. A 4 versus 2 now, and the round is at this point obvious for paiN how they need to proceed. Couple smokes available to start scaling onto A.
There is space for the CTs with no one on short, and Yuri posting up in that position can give Molodoi some confidence if he can get into position. Might be one and done if he went towards the site, though. Looking at the smoke. Snow in the red will be dealt with, and now the numbers are competitive for the CT squad as Molodoi delivers on Superior. Yuri will be barbecued, but now Molodoi's got a choice. 3 places he can go. CT would be somewhat suicidal. He's collected a kit as well. Oh, he's going to go from CT. No, he's going to save. I was excited for a moment there. I was thinking, wow, that's like going to be a really brazen play, but no. Still got that AWP. Molodoi is trying to win it single-handedly. That's why I was excited about the end of that last round. Trying to give as much advantage as possible. Trying to bait them. Oh, he spotted another one. And in the meantime, his teammates are getting into position. Oh, the shadow spotted. Ikinda, did he? What just happened there? Did he get hit in the face through the wall? There was massive aim punch. Now there are 3 remaining for paiN. And they've got no real map control to speak of. Oh, closed casket funeral for Big Azira. Oh, he couldn't have got shot by his teammate. Okay. I didn't understand what I was looking at there. And perhaps paiN could say the same on their pick of Inferno. Fallen now's got an AWP as well. They don't need to be right too many times, Furia.
Guess how many frags Fallen has, James?
Off to the dentist, mate. Might need a root canal after that. 3 frags. It wasn't a guess. Make it so you can't move if you have an AWP.
12-7, Furia match point. looking to eliminate paiN. Someone's got to be eliminated, and they're saying it's not going to be us. Molodoi is looking so sharp today, and that's another sharp one from him. It's cutting straight through the stake. Oof. Molodoi is in position to get more, but that's a very important kill. Bigazero makes it possible here.
Getting wild now. It's an awkward reload for NQZ. Showing plenty of bomb to the CTs. Yuri and Keserato. 14 and 13 frags. They only know info for one player.
Well,
the last piece of util, yeah. That might be quite handy, actually. I would imagine Snow will be deploying this HE at some point. Maybe when Yuri starts to swing, maybe not. All right, we're not done just yet.
They're still looking sharp on the mechanics here, so paiN any 4 away. It's not over just yet. Fast long take.
Shot's been taken pretty quickly for paiN. That's a plus. And Molodoi really trying to force the win in these rounds. So it's just a full send from the squad. The timing of that util is going to be brutal. It's a combo meal deal. The HE flame-grilled paiN players trying to make it to the A-bomb sites. Snow and NQZ remain, and they will be dealt with. And finally, it is done by Furia. paiN will be eliminated from ESL Pro League, while Furia will live to fight another day.